Hello, this is Mr. Potassium, and this is Vintage Story. And, yeah, let's hope I don't die from insanity. Alright, so, I think what we'll be doing is picking up those stones. There's some berry bushes there. Some flint. Pretty good. Now, the goal is to make a shelter and to have a pickaxe or shovel, whichever really. Well, there's some clay here. What is that? Well, there's a forest right over there, so yeah, let's go ahead towards that. Now what we do need is sticks. Without sticks, we're basically locked out on every single thing ever known to man. Unless if I like throwing rocks. What is this? Maple. Let's grab this. Now, I think, what base location? Where should I put my base? That I don't really know. But I think for now, what we'll do is make a flint knife, because I know what I need also is bedroll. There we go. Flint knife. And we need baskets. But I think I'll start on the bedroll part. Now, the main reason that I am gathering this, what is this, dry grass, it's because I would inevitably need it either as a source of fuel or a convenient bedroll. Yes, a good old bedroll that I could possibly sleep the night. And possibly not drive myself insane. So, we'll just need to make 3 hay bales. Keep the rest. And with those 3 hay bales, now we got a hay bed. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Now, that's a wolf. Out of anything, we should mainly avoid them. Because I remembered, well, mainly because they're wolves, and also because I remember this one time that, happened. It was not good, that's all you need to know. It was not good at all. Oh. Look at that. That might be a ruin. What? Oh. This is flak. This flak will become very useful. Alright, let's continually harvest these reeds now. With these reeds, you could actually make a plethora of stuff, such as baskets, storage devices, and medical supplies. Yes, you're able to make medical supplies with this. How? You simply just have to find, I think it's called horseradish, but I might be wrong. or horse. It's probably horsetail, actually. Yeah, it is horsetail. But you simply just find horsetail, right? You need 5 specifically. Because without 5, you're not going to make any medical supplies, basically. But, with those horsetails and the cacti, you're able to make a primitive form of a bandage. This is my first basket. Basically, storage for now is really inferior. Unless if you get linen sacks. They are a game changer. We would also need to prepare for winter. Because I know on how brutal winter is going to be, so, yeah. There's a lot of stuff here. Carrots, onions. We would also need to make an urn as well to preserve food. Ah, this is flack. With this flack, if you could clearly see, I got some fiber. With fiber, you're able to make some... Hold on, I may have forgot what it was called. Twine. Yeah. But with that twine, you're able to make a plethora of commodities, such as a bucket. Believe me, this bucket will come in use. Unfortunately, we can't make it because we would need an anvil. An anvil, we would need clay. And since we went past some red clay, we could use it to our advantage. But for now, we will need to cut down these cattails and use the cocktails for either making baskets, or if we're lucky and we find horse tail, can make medical supplies. Now, it is recommended that if you do find any horsetail, pick it up and make some medical supplies, because trust me, you will be taking a lot of damage. I really do mean it. You will be taking damage. A lot, at times. So that's why it's good to have medical supplies. There is a lot of plants here. It's pretty cool. And pretty good for me, because that means I could start a farm. Of course, I did see this ruin all the way over here. So if we could just run all the way over here, it's possibly there. Maybe. It's interesting, it's not... What was that? Oh. Yeah, don't mind those things. They're just the rot. It's best to avoid them. Mostly. And since I don't got a weapon to clearly defend myself with. There is not that much. Huh. May have forgotten where those ruins are at. Oh well. Oh wait, no, never mind, I found them. So, we could conveniently head to these ruins. Now, if we are lucky, we will find urns. Urns either could have tools, seeds, standard stuff, but looks like... Oh, You're lucky. And this one is food. Grain. Rye grain. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, what we need to do is make an axe because we need firewood. And with this firewood, we can make a campfire. Obviously, I'll just need to make more of these baskets now. Doubling my inventory space. I made a shovel. Well, we will also need a shovel as well. May have been by accident, but we would also need one. And since there is no brown coal, we would have to rely on charcoal. Good old charcoal. Oh boy. But before we even do any of that, we would first have to figure out how to make ourselves a good base. And even then, it's not going to be pretty or anything like that. That's for later game anyways. But for now, we will just need to survive. That's all. Just need to break this. There we go. See, yeah, a lot of wood from that. With that wood, we can make firewood. I am quite hungry, so we will be picking from these bushes. I mainly don't want to eat from the grain that I've collected because that grain will be best to be used for bread. Of course, we would need fire clay, and fire clay is, if not the most hardest thing to get, believe me on one thing, it is hard. But, well, let's just find an area to settle. Or something like that. And, yeah, there's... Oh. I thought that was a bear for a moment. So, we just need to continue. It's probably best to gather some sticks as well. Because with these sticks, I will probably make a shovel. Then, when we find clay, that's when we could start making stuff. Clay jars, bowls, or, yeah, pretty much simple and basic stuff. Now, what we will need to do is be right next to every resource. And since there is no resources here, we will just need to head back to where we were at. Pretty much. Before, pretty much. Because that had the majority of carrots, onions, rye, and flax. Flax is very important. But, well, obviously, I told you guys on how it is very important. to make twine. With that twine, you're able to make lots of stuff, as I listed before. But we are almost back. Oh, and that's a chicken. Oh yeah, fun fact. Also, you could actually find fire clay naturally. At first, I never knew it. But, yeah, now I know that you can find it naturally. So, yeah. Also, it's not spawning. Also, fire clay does not spawn on the surface, so don't bother trying to find it on the surface. They normally spawn near black coal veins, and those are pretty rare to find anyways. Alright, let's just run from that. I don't want to deal with that right now. Ah! This is what I was talking about. Horsetail. So if we gather 5 of these things, and we don't got any cocktails. There's a lot of horsetails everywhere. And cocktails here. But what we need is mainly 2. 2 cocktails. Bottom. And 3, and, well, 5 on top. And you get 4 cocktail Chloris from reeds. Pretty much they're just bandages. They're just primitive bandages. Yeah, they're all just primitive bandages. But now we would just need to move around and find a good spot. Yes, this area will be good. So, we'll just need to get our shovel. Start digging and patching up the holes there. Since it is becoming night, when night comes, there will be a lot of unwanting things out to get us. So, it's best to patch up any holes, such as this. We're almost done. We'll just need to remove these branches. We'll need to put a little bit more blocks, but we'll just use the wood that we have on hand. Now it's done. Now you have your okay shelter for the night. So we will just need to put down all the basics. Put that. Put the axe on top. You get firewood. Put that firewood. The firewood on the side. Now we just need to make, if not, the basic thing that I will be entrusting my life in. And everyone in the whole vintage story fan base has a complete obsession over. I don't know why, but they just do. The crude door, where I will be entrusting my hopes and dreams and my safety to this flimsy door. Yeah. This is not going to go well. This will not go well at all. We will make some torches and a fire starter. And, last but not least, we will be marking our home. Make sure to always do this, because you will regret it when you don't mark your home. But everything is pretty good. There we go. Now, this is the first night, pretty much, and I am completely starving. So let's eat all the grain. To ward off the hunger. Now, we can rest. And that is day 1. Hopefully for day 2, we will be doing a little bit more exploring and gathering more materials to build our probably a fortress or something, or just find one and just repair one. Who knows? But that'll be all, folks. Thank you and good night. Mr. Potassium signing out.